Anybody that watches my videos remember Mick, my friend Mick, who had Stig, the wirehead pointer. Unfortunately, Stig had to be put to sleep after an accident. One of my viewers, a lad called Chuck Kirchner from America, asked if Mick would like him to do like a memorial plaque. Had a word with Mick, and Mick said, yeah, great. So we sent some pictures across, and he sent this. I'm going to show it. It really is nice. I was going to give it to Mick and try and video it, but there's no way Mick could do that. I'll bring the camera in and have a close-up shot of that. It really is an excellent thing. I'm sure Mick, in fact I know Mick will try on this. So once again, Chuck, thanks very much. It really is much appreciated. I know Mick's been in touch with you, and you know how he actually feels about it. This package arrived at work last week. It obviously wasn't open like it was closed. From a lad called Stephen George. Stephen won a lot of gear at an auction, or he bought a lot of gear at an auction, and he sent me a package with some bits and pieces in. That some of it I'll keep, some of it I'll give away, some of it I'll swap. I'm going to have a quick look through it just to show what's in here. The first thing is a roll of really fine emery tape. I think it's 320 grit. Nice white stuff. I use quite a bit of emery tape, as you know, on the lathe. I wasn't quite sure what that is, but I think that gloves, disposable gloves. More gloves. Even more gloves. Those ones are good for, really good for the plasma till, for cleaning out the plasma tank. This is more sort of engineering stuff. A big half round file there, bastard cut file. Half round and a flat one. That flat one's a beauty. Got a safe edge on it. I'm trying to see a maker's name. That isn't the one. Nice with two really nice files. More gloves. There's a bag here, all kinds in it, full of abrasives. I'll have a look in there. Different backing pads for different abrasives. Nice pack of little needle files there. Okay, that's a nice little oiler, precision oiler. My friend Bob makes some out of that. Wood spinner. Another one. Little Torx driver. Another little oiler. Little abrasive pads. I used quite a few of these, obviously with doing the plasma. I was doing various cutouts. All long drills, look like 5mm. Nice and heavy as well, they feel like carbide drills. 7/16 half-inch spanner. I think I used to have one of these, and I think it's for like holding on rivets when you set rivets. We had a one for doing brake shoes, for doing brake linings. Set the calipers, Chesterman. don't think they're being used there. 1719 King Dick spanner. I've got quite a bit of King Dick spanners at work. That fits milling machine, the 19mm clamp down bolts. Abrasive discs and a holder for them. Abrasive fibre wheels, these are very good. I've used these before. Two punches, what they call wad punches. Using for punching holes in gaskets. I have got a set somewhere. Pair of really fine snips or wire cutters. Triangular file and some more abrasive pads. Wire wheel there for a grinder. These are really handy. As long as you make sure you use the proper eye protection, and there are all the various spacers so you can sleeve it down to fit whatever size grinder you've got. I've actually got a grinder with a wire wheel on, and the wire wheel is starting to look a bit sickly, so that'll replace that. Warren Wright 0 to 2" micrometer with a setting, the adapter piece that goes to 2". You put that in and you get 1". That'll be probably given away in tonight's giveaway because I've already got a one, but I've got 2. It's in decent condition. It's obviously seen a lot of use, but it is in good condition. Ratchet works like it should do. Excellent. There's one more little box. That's a thickness gauge with a Mercer clock on, but there's no glass on there. Bob will probably end up getting this and putting the glass in and doing the clock up. Once again, that'll probably be given away. It should just go in a cupboard and it would never get used. Right, George, that's great, thank you very much. I'm sure some of this will be rehomed and it'll certainly be all put to good use. I've got a piece of 11mm plate sitting on the plasma table. It's 1.2 meters by, I think it's 0.7. I'm going to make a top for a welding bench out of it. What I'm doing, I'm using the laser to mark it out. I've picked the centre up. It means I can put the laser all the way up and I can mark out where I want to put slots or holes. I'm basically going to use the front half, this part here, it'll be slotted, and the other part will be solid. I've done some drones, slots with holes in each end so I can put clamps and various things in. A 1/2" coach bolt head will go through and the square will actually lock in the slot so I can use them. I'm busy working out where I'm going to put things. I mean, obviously I've got a laser here. I can zero there and I can go anywhere I want and use it as basically to mark out, which is going to save a lot of hassle. The chalk marks are just for my reference. So that point there is actually right in the centre of half of the sheet. that as well. Ready? Aye. On. Hop. Lift it then. Hang on, easy. I just think it's clip off when it lifts one. What's this? What's this? That hanging over the top of your belly. This is the underside, and that's the sort of dross you get. It's just straight off, not really a problem at all. Certainly needs clean cut. A little flash with a grinder and that'll be good to go. You just slight curve in this sheet. It's slightly up in the centre. With two clamps on there to hold it. This heavy wall box section was tacked together square on a proper welding table, so I know for a fact it is flat. I'm going to finish welding this and we'll clamp it all down, and it won't take much. Half a dozen tacks just to hold the top on. Trouble is it's starting to get a bit of weight about it now. I've welded the frame out, clamped it down with a nice straight edge here, and that is now flat. It's touching all the way along there. So basically, I think 4 good welds, one in each corner, and possibly a tack in the centre is going to be enough. I've left the frame on the inside because it means you can clamp onto the face, you can clamp sheet on, you can get a clamp on the side, where if that box section's up to the edge you can't. I'll put some welds on, and it's getting here, time for some legs, and it's starting to get heavy. Put a tack on the highest point of the tube, which is there, which means I can move it that way, and that way, and that way. wants to go that way very slightly. So I put that tack in this corner. So that's now it's true that way. This way it wants to go basically there. Once again a little tack. It's amazing when you put that weld on how it's actually pulled that across that way. Right, so now I've got 4 tacks on. That's basically got it. So I'm looking good that way. Go that way.
Can you go on this?
Shoes are over here. The hat and the smoky jacket there. I don't need a smoky jacket.
He's going for clean up.
They might need to get a couple of them. Oh yeah, nice.
He must have known it was being built on.
Keep going. She's domestics.
Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always a massive thanks for all the well wishes that are coming in towards my wife and my dad. Thanks very much. Don't forget there is a link in the description box where you can go and buy a double boost hat or a double boost shirt. I basically haven't got it myself. Anyway, you have a link there, that's cups and hats and odds and ends. Anyway, thanks for watching.